spend your money and then regret it? Are you a person who struggles to manage their finances? And would you like to learn how to be smarter about your finances? If the answer is yes, then this is a perfect show for you. Hi, welcome to Chit Chat and Chai with me, Sangeeta. And with me today, a very special guest, a dear friend, and is an expert. She's called the Decluttering Girl. She's an author and public speaker. So I want to welcome you, Aanchal Jhunjhunwala. Hi, Aanchal.
Hi, Sangeeta. It's lovely being on your show today.
Oh, it's so nice to have you. You know, the questions I was asking, and I know millions of people suffer with that. Million of us struggle with that. And I'm saying people, I think I have struggled quite a lot as well, you know, talking about it. But welcome to Chit Chat and Chai. Are you having your chai?
Oh, well, what am I having? I will let you know in a while. Actually, not chai, but milk that I'm
Oh, wow.
having
Okay.
with you. And I'll tell you why.
All right. Because you are in Sikkim, aren't you?
Yes, I am in the heaven of India, Sikkim.
Absolutely. I see some pictures of you and I thought, how can I be there? You know?
As soon as the lockdown gets over, you're welcome.
Oh, absolutely. I would love to visit that because you know what? And especially, you know, I'm in the UK and growing up, you always, especially now, everybody's going out to have foreign trips and things like that. And I always look back and thinking, you know, India is so beautiful. There's certain parts of it, especially when they are untouched. It feels like, you know, from a tourist point of view, the purity of it. And I remember you posting one picture. I was thinking, oh, you know, I could really feel the serenity. I can feel the nature. And I thought, wow, how blessed you are to be in that part of the world. You know, I feel blessed as well, being in Bristol in UK. But yes, certain parts of India, and I would love to explore and travel more. And I promise I will come and meet you very soon.
You're most welcome, most welcome. And I will do the same. Come to UK and visit you as well.
Absolutely. Come and stay anytime. You're more than welcome.
Thank you.
Let's come to this topic. And I know your name, the Decluttering Girl. How did it came about? And tell us a little bit more about yourself and your background.
Right. So this happened 4 years ago.
Mhm.
And while I was a student and I was studying for chartered accountancy.
Okay.
And for those of you who know, chartered accountancy is like one of the toughest exams in India and having only 10 to 20% of the past results, right? So while I was studying for that exam, I was facing so much of stress and frustration
Hmm.
that I was looking for a different kind of lifestyle,
Okay.
because since our school days, we are given a path that okay, this is do your class 10th, do your 12th, um, complete your education, take up a job, and then settle in your life. That's the simple path we are shown.
Yeah.
However, while I was actually studying, I was thinking that it's giving me so much stress. Is it all worth it?
Hmm.
So I started questioning these things. And that's when actually I came across the topic of minimalism.
Okay.
And I started experimenting with it. Now, minimalism, as the name suggests, it means living with less stuff in your life. So the basic step in that is to declutter the excess out of the way. So I started decluttering 4 years ago. And honestly, when you're very new to a concept, you make a hell lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
Now, if you ask me, share your experiences from 4 years ago, I will be very embarrassed to
Okay.
do that because I made so many mistakes, right? But I did not stop in that journey. I went ahead, experimented, went deeper with it, and I was consistent. And then I understood the missing pieces of my puzzle,
Okay.
and it's been a journey of 4 years. And it's only the last couple of years that I started sharing about this concept with others. So for
Okay.
the first 2 years, it was only my journey of going in depth with it. And for the last couple of years, I've actually started sharing about this message in various public forums, giving talks and doing consultancy for various clients and helping them declutter. So that's how the name actually stuck. That okay, let's connect with the decluttering girl and get her consultancy on how we can adopt minimalism in our lives. So
Wow.
yes, that's the background about this.
It's amazing. You said that, in the beginning you make a lot of mistakes and you were embarrassed. And that's how sometimes we see ourselves, isn't it? Like my journey was about inner peace. And I was thinking I want to, and I started with myself and saying, how can I create peace in myself? And it always is like, and I used to beat myself up, if like I have few days like where I'm really calm and I'm doing things and I'm not getting triggered. And then one day it comes and it triggers me and I was like, oh, I haven't, why didn't I grasp that? And what is happening this now? And why I'm not getting it right? And we end up putting so much pressure on ourselves sometimes. But what we don't realize that change happens over time. It's never a switch on and things change. It's a journey, and we need to really enjoy that journey, and we need to learn about it. And I think a lot of our listeners and viewers will be like, yeah, we feel like that. We beat ourselves. We are so good at appreciating other people, but we have never learned to appreciate ourselves or our journey or our efforts even. So when you said, you were talking about CA and all that, and you shifted that, so you completed your degree.
100%.
And,
I
and
am.
then you still went on to this route on saying, actually, this is the way I can impact the world. This is the way I can share my gift with the world. Yeah.
Yes, yes. So the day I qualified,
Hmm.
I was also pressured by the society that follow the rat race.
Yeah.
Why not? You are a chartered accountant. You've spent 5 years studying in that domain. So why not really set up a practice of your own or really work as a chartered accountant in the corporate field?
Yeah.
And I tried doing that for a very, very brief period, okay?
Hmm.
Because I wanted to give myself that opportunity that I should not regret that I didn't try that.
Yeah.
So I did it for just a couple of projects, and then I realized that okay, this is not what I want to do.
Hmm.
uh, but the only difference that I had was that I took that decision and I stood by it.
Hmm.
Now I have various colleagues, okay, who are in the same domain, who are still struggling with their jobs. They are not enjoying it, but they're still holding on to it, the attachments that they have,
Yeah.
because at the end of the month a paycheck has to arrive, okay, because we have attachments to that, we have attachments to our spending habits
Yeah.
as well. So I think that what was different in my case was that I was okay to say bye bye to that attachment
Hmm.
of that monthly paycheck and really give wings to my own dreams and share my message and create my own identity in this domain where I can help people to live a fulfilled life.
Wow.
So, yes,
How
that
wonderful, how wonderful. It's so amazing, to see that, because, you're very young, and for us, I remember at that age, you feel so influenced by everybody around you. There is so much pressure. There's not just peer pressure, there's pressure from our parents, there's pressure from society, and the pressure we put on ourselves, and saying, you know what, I want to prove that I haven't wasted those 5 years, and I studied crazily. But at least, and kudos to you that you said, okay, I don't want to regret, so you tried. That didn't make you happy, and then you said it's okay. And talk to me a little bit more about that detachment of, like most of us are, and most of us are stuck with that key, our paycheck will come, so we will be able to buy this, we'll be able to go this, we'll be able to please more people, we'll be able to live in a bigger house, better car. Where is this attachment coming from, and how did you manage to detach yourself from that at such a young age, I must add? Yeah, tell us, I want to learn from you.
so thank you. And what I did was actually, Sangeeta, I changed my definition of success.
Beautiful.
Now, the definition of success that society puts on us is brand new mobile phone, fancy car, big house, so many foreign trips, and for the ladies having the latest designer wear and amazing handbags, etc., etc. But but in this definition of success, happiness and peace of mind is lacking. So I just decided to include these two elements, and I realized that having extreme material success, a desire for extreme material success, and at the same time having peace and happiness, they don't go along together.
Yeah.
Right? It only increases your attachments. It only increases your restless behavior, your dissatisfactions in life. Yeah. So that is what I changed. I just incorporated peace and happiness in my definition of success. So it's not that I do not want to have a house, I do not want to have a car, I do not want to have a trip. I do want to travel, and I do travel a lot. The lockdown phase has the power to keep me in one place for the last 4 months. Otherwise, I would have been on 4 different trips.
Yeah.
But the only difference is that those trips would be to live my passion, to share my message. That's the difference. And it's not that I don't want to be successful in sharing my message. Of course, I want to be.
Of course.
But getting that success gives me satisfaction at the end of the day. It does not make me restless. So there's this one thing that I often share with people I interact with, that every night we can ask ourselves this question: whether we are feeling stressed or satisfied, whether you're feeling frustrated or fulfilled with your life. The answer to these two questions will tell you whether what you're doing during the day is giving you happiness and peace of mind or not. And you need to change that based on the answer that you get at the end of each day. So I just changed that definition, and I was able to do it.
Wow, beautiful. One thing you said really made me think about, priorities, because if your priority is to satisfy somebody else, like how the world look at you, or is it your priority is how I look at me? There are two different things, and we are always trying to match up, and we are always trying to prove something to other people. And I'm like, I am more than happy to challenge those beliefs, and I've been doing it since very young age. And I always say to people, it's like, you have got two plants. My analogy is, you have two plants. One you love and one you don't love. So there is satisfaction and there is stress. So whichever you'll water more will grow more, so if you are doing everything that creates stress, but you want the result satisfaction, it's not going to happen. So it's about taking time. Like you said, you took time and you thought, what, if I decide now rather than 20 years later regretting. And a lot of people do change in 40s and 50s, and I'm seeing more and more people just taking drastic measures and saying, actually the life I lived doesn't make me happy. That was somebody else's definition of happiness or success or life. What I want to live, and maybe I want to become an artist. Maybe I just want to sing and dance, and maybe I want to travel, or maybe I want to inspire people. I want to do, there's so many different ways of, creating that happiness and joy in you. And your definition, your path could be one, my path could be different. And that's why, this idea came about that, I've been broadcaster for 10 years. I've done life coaching. I've just done public speaking. And I thought, what makes me happy is about, what made me happy was connecting with people, learning from people, sharing their message, not just my message of peace. I want everybody to, because there are millions of people, and somebody will connect with my journey and my message. Somebody will connect with you. So why not to create a platform where I can bring so many amazing experts and people who have gone through a journey, who can inspire? Because I felt in media, we were not doing the right thing. We were showing more about what's going wrong rather than what's going right. There are so many stories of success. There are so many stories of inspiration. And that also, we don't have to go out. We can even look in our lives, closer circle. There's somebody who is doing something different. There's somebody who is standing up to this society and saying, I don't want to take that definition of success, which you did. But tell me, and I have been there, that, when I was creating these questions, like so often, and a few years back it was, I must admit, that I used to go and buy things thinking like, yaar, party hai, kuch naya pehna hai, we want to do that. And I used to go out and buy something and then come home, and after 2 days I was thinking, I had a lot of dresses, but I did have to go and buy it, and I used to regret it. And I was saying to myself, you know what, either I go out and buy it and just enjoy it, or I think before I buy it so I don't regret it. So what would you suggest? How can you, give us the tip of saying, okay, do this thing before kind of regretting it? Tell us.
Yeah, right. So, my suggestion to the people who want to adopt minimalism is start with why. And that even Simon Sinek says that start with why, right? That okay, you want to adopt minimalism, or you want to have less. Why? Is it to save money for the better things in life? Is it to avoid stress, to develop deep relationships? What's your why do you want to start this lifestyle? Okay, because if you have your why very clear, that will motivate you every time to take a step forward in that direction. So that's the first step, that find out your why. Okay, that why do you want to have less clothes? Is it because you feel that money is being wasted? It can be used in upgradation of skills. It can be used in for better purposes. Is that your why? Or you think that environment is the reason. I don't want to waste the resources because I already have so many clothes. I want to utilize it, etc., etc. So finding out the why, that's one. The second thing is really understanding the difference between needs and wants. Okay. Now, here's an analogy that I use, and that is of Coca-Cola and water.
Okay.
Now, Sangeeta, tell me that can you survive without Coca-Cola in your life?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Absolutely, right? If you don't get Coca-Cola for years, you will survive.
Yeah.
But what about water?
No,
Can
I
you
can't.
survive
Not,
without
not
water?
even for
No.
one day. No.
Right, exactly. That's the difference between needs and wants. So every time you can, when you're deciding to purchase something,
Okay.
you can ask this question to yourself whether this is a Coca-Cola for me or water. Can I survive without this or can I not? If the answer is Coca-Cola, then you have all the reasons to postpone that purchase, because it's not a question of my life and death. I can always postpone this. Maybe I don't need this. And if the answer is water, that okay, I need it, then go ahead and buy it, because there are very few items you will actually classify as water.
Yeah.
Right. And of course, it's the modern definition of water, not literal water.
Yes.
We are not monks that we can live with just two pieces of clothing and one bowl. And no, I am a follower of Buddhist spiritual practice as well. So I'm not asking you to become a monk, but just the modern definition of water. Okay, whether do you need this or not? That's the simple question you need to ask: Coca-Cola or water?
Beautiful.
And based on that, the decision will come.
Absolutely love it. And you know what? You're so right. At times when I have gone to the shops, when I started to work on my spiritual journey, and I was thinking, why I'm buying these clothes? Am I satisfying a need that is not being satisfied anywhere else? Whether there's an emotional need or whether there's a physical need. So I went into that. But when I said to myself, okay, I really like this. I would really love to have this, but do I need it? So I said, okay, let me go home. It's not too far. I can come back to the market if I feel the need of it. So I'll go home, and I really feel, if after 2 days I feel I really need that, I could, and I have the money in the bank, and everything is okay. I'm not, getting the credit and all that. Then I'll come back and buy it, and I'll treat myself. And every time I came home, I left the item, I didn't buy it on impulse. I came home and the answer was, actually, you don't need it. You don't need it. And to get to that stage was hard because, you know, I have grown up in that kind of atmosphere. My mom used to love buying clothes and lots of things, you know, that's one way she used to spoil us. And I love, you know, like you said, I love nice clothes, love nice stuff. But again, it's not about, we don't need a lot. We need enough and we need good amount. So, you know, because we need to feel happy or satisfy certain needs as well. But that's a wonderful analogy you gave, and that's a great question to ask. So I'm super, super grateful. That's definitely going on my list. Coca-Cola or water. I know what the answer will be for me because I don't even like Coca-Cola. So that'll definitely put me off.
That is good. That is awesome.
I'm glad you didn't. I'm glad you didn't ask chai or water. That would have been difficult for me.
I understand.
You know, a lot of people struggle with money, especially, you know, if you're getting to a financial ladder and things like that. And let's talk about our education system. When we come out of school or even come out of university, we have no clue how to manage money. Yeah. Nobody has ever taught us. And that's something I used to ask my parents, and I used to get really annoyed. And I said, look, you know, you don't teach us certain things, how to be independent, how to manage home, how to manage money, how to manage people. But after a certain age, you know, if you turn 21, you expect that child to be adult, behave like adult, manage the relationships, know how to manage the money when you get the first job, and know certain things. I was thinking, it doesn't happen, you know, again, like what I'm saying, there is no switch that comes on. It has to be a step-by-step guide. It has to be, I have to fall a few times to make wrong decisions, make wrong mistakes, learn from them, and then grow into this adult who knows what we want, who knows how to manage money. So, you know, how can we, you know, really empower our youngsters to say, you know, invest some time, invest something in it to learn that skill, because isn't that skill so powerful to have? Would you say?
Yes, absolutely. I agree that we are not taught. I'm a chartered accountant, and I would not hesitate to admit that even as a chartered accountant, I don't know sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I struggled initially. It's been 3 years that when I completed my degree. But initially, I struggled a lot with managing my own finances because we were not taught.
Yeah.
However, what I learned was the difference. Okay, if you understand the difference between a life and a lifestyle. Okay, now yeah, to explain finances.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what we do as youngsters is we feel the amount of money that we are earning is going to decide the kind of life that we're going to live.
Okay.
Right? That's one thing that has been fed into our head.
Yeah.
So we're always looking to get more, earn more, work more hours, earn more, etc., etc. Right? However, today I want to propose to this audience a question that, are you aware of the difference between a life and a lifestyle? Okay. Now, a life is very, very comfortably lived even with 10,000 or 20,000 rupees. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
let's talk in INR.
Yeah.
But for a lifestyle, there's no limit.
Yeah.
20 can go up to 2 lakhs, 20 lakhs, and then even more than that, 2 crores, 20 crores. There's no limit,
There is no
absolutely.
limit. Yeah.
Right? So the first step that we as youngsters need to understand is we want to live a life, not a lifestyle. Okay. Lifestyle will come as a product of following your passion. Right? So all you need to do right now is focus on getting a life that is with 20,000 rupees a month. That's it. And balance all amount that you get from your job or your business can go into investments. Okay. Investments can be of two kinds now. Okay. One can be for your own financial future,
Yeah.
which is the stock markets or investing in some real estate properties, mutual funds, or FDs, etc.
Mhm.
Or the investment could be in sharing your message with the world.
Beautiful.
Now, at this age, what happens is that you are not even aware of what is your bigger purpose in life.
Yeah.
We feel that our academic is our purpose or
Yeah.
our job is our identity, but that's not the case, right? There is a purpose beyond your academics and beyond your job. So, if you want to take that money and invest in a bigger cause,
Mhm.
that can also be one way of managing your finances, because then you're doing a chain reaction in the world of spreading a message, of spreading a different thing altogether, which is very different from your job, very different from your academics. Like, for example, I might have a business in chartered accountancy, but all the profits that I'm earning from there, I can utilize it to spread the message of minimalism. I
Yeah.
can do that as well. So, couple of things here. One, as I said, invest in your own future. Just spend enough to live a life and not a lifestyle. Okay, life is comprising of having a decent household, having decent clothes to wear. Now, regarding clothes, okay, I'll just give you an example regarding financial implication only of clothes. Now, people have this misconception about minimalism, that, okay, minimalism, you must have only two pieces of garments. So I will spend 3,000 or 30,000 in buying one piece of garment. But that is not minimalism.
Yeah.
Minimalism is actually talking about if a 500 rupees garment can do good for you, you like the fabric, it's comfortable to you like the color, you enjoy wearing it, that should be sufficient enough.
Yeah.
That is life. And when you spend 30,000 on these garments, on buying that handbag, and buying all the other accessories that you have, expensive ones, you
Yeah.
are living a lifestyle and
Mm.
you're wasting your money. So instead, live a life, wear good garments, have nutritious food, spend double the amount on the quality of the food that you eat rather than the clothes, the quality of the clothes that you wear, is my suggestion when you're thinking about your finances. So, yes, keep 20,000 in your bucket for spending, rest everything, put it into investments, do not focus on lifestyle. Instead, build your own future or build somebody else's future,
Sure.
is my
Beautiful.
suggestion.
Beautiful. I think we all have a lot to learn from you, Anshul, and we will enjoy that in the series as well, because we'll talk about decluttering home and finances and things. Do you have one tip for somebody who has money, started to earn money and they can use their wealth working smartly? I mean, what you suggested was beautifully as well, that, keep 20,000, that's enough to live a life and lifestyle. And I think, is there a satisfaction factor in you? I think quite a lot of us, when we look at, social media, when we look at other people, cousins, our friends and families, and there's so much pressure of, like, you have to come in that car, or you have to buy the certain gift for person because they are so rich and they do that. So much pressure. So can you give us some tips how to use our finances, no matter whatever we earn, in a smarter way, make our money go further, for our life, and still be happy?
Yes, so a couple of tips here is, first of all, you spoke about the society factor of finances, right? That we have this social pressure on having that image,
Yeah.
right? So, if there is a society that you are living in which is giving you that pressure,
Mm.
my suggestion is that's not the right proximity to have.
Yeah.
I mean, declutter those people who are really judging you based on the clothes that you're wearing or the car that you are
Right.
traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's not the right proximity, because you must be known for your qualities, value, and intellect,
Yeah.
not from your car, house, and clothes. Is something that I really believe in. So yes, that's one shift Now, another mindset shift. Okay, so in the concept of minimalism, Sangeeta, what I do is I work with people's mindset. Okay.
Okay.
And what you have asked me is a mindset question. People
Okay.
do not have problem with their finances. They
Okay.
have problem with their mindset. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
So obviously, this is a mindset problem that people are judging me.
Hmm.
If I wear the same kind of clothes, what will they feel? Now, Sangeeta, you've seen me many times on video, on some training rooms together.
Yeah.
How many times have you seen me wearing this piece of garment? You've seen me multiple times, isn't it? Wearing this particular piece of garment. Why? Because I absolutely love
Love
it.
it.
Now, it would be a mindset problem if I feel that, okay, what will Sangeeta think if I wear this
Yeah, that's true. I think
problem?
you.
It's got nothing to do with finances. It's got to do with your mindset. Yeah. So first of all, we need to accept our own self and our own decisions. Yeah. There are going to be people trolling us. I have felt that as well. My own family has done that.
Yeah.
I will not name it. But yes, I have had some close people do it, some friends who have done that. But my consistency made them realize today, in the corona phase, what I have been practicing for the last 4 years, how correct this was in the
Mm.
long term.
Yeah.
So facing trolls for the right things will in fact give you motivation to go ahead and do it. Yeah.
Ah,
So
so
it's
so
a mindset issue. That's one. Now, for those people who are looking at tracking their finances,
Mm-hmm.
I have this solution that whenever you spend something, put
Okay.
it in a journal. Okay, journaling is a very, very powerful concept.
Mm-hmm.
It can be used in multiple areas of your life.
Yeah.
So, even for finances, keep a journal of all the places where you're spending. Okay, and at the end of the month, take a highlighter and circle the unnecessary expenses which
Okay.
you think could have been avoided.
Mm.
Because
Nice.
many a times what happens is you spend it and you don't even realize that this was unnecessary.
Yeah.
It's only when you look back, you question that, okay, was this required really?
Mm.
And just by journaling, people can save up to 15, 20,000 rupees in
Wow.
1 month, you know,
Amazing.
because
Amazing.
they see they're spending so much on unnecessary outings, unnecessary subscriptions as well. Okay. Say, for example, cable subscription, even though you have full time internet and there's nobody who really watches television. You have multiple online forum subscriptions as well, even though you don't watch more than one, right?
That's true.
So, tracking by journaling is one very good alternative. Second, I would suggest is for finance sake that whenever you're thinking of buying something, you're thinking of spending your money,
Mm.
try and postpone it for 30 days.
30 days. Okay.
Yes, because it takes some time for you to realize whether you need it or not, and
Okay.
some time for you to find substitutes for the same thing, right? Say, for example, you feel that, oh, I need this.
Mm.
For 2 days, you'll still feel that, okay, you need this.
Yeah.
But if it is 30 days, you'll go and find an alternative solution to it, which is available in your house.
Wow.
So we want to give you that time to find alternative solutions as well. So postpone your purchases for 30 days and track where you feel like spending your money. And at the end of 30 days, question whether you still need these items. You'll
Cool.
notice that 80% of the items you'll strike off, that I don't need it anymore. Because you've found substitute or you've found
You,
a way to live life
yeah,
without
you
it.
don't need it anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
And then the balance 20 is all what you want to spend on. That's it. So managing your finances is actually very, very easy. This is what I've understood. Once you know how to manage your mindset with
Mm.
respect to things, with respect to how you're perceived in the society. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. I love that because I remember when I worked on myself, on my emotional body, I was thinking actually there was an emotional need which wasn't fulfilled, and that's how I was filling up with stuff, with
Retail
material.
therapy.
Bilkul, bilkul. So we will talk about that in one other episode, definitely about it. But thank you so much for such wonderful stuff. I mean, I knew you were awesome, but I didn't know you were that awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I heard, Sangeeta, that you are awesome at singing.
Oh God.
And
All
I
right.
don't want to leave you without hearing a beautiful Bollywood song.
Okay. All right. Well, think about the song, and I'll see. I don't know. My throat was a little troubling, but I'll try my best, definitely. But before that, I want to have some fun with you. So I got some fun questions for you. See, it's not
Okay,
about all serious talks. We need to have our fun. Yay!
come on. I'm
All
up for it.
right. First question. Okay.
Is it a rapid fire?
It is kind of. So three questions. Get ready. We need to have music next time, maybe.
Yeah.
So what would be the hardest for you to go without a week? I think I might know the answer. Phone, milk. I was thinking tea, but I thought you can do without it. Or your makeup. What can you do without it?
In my case, I think without my phone, because I work and spread my message through my phone.
Yeah, it'll be the hardest. Yeah, cool, cool. Um, what one thing that annoys you the most, no matter how calm you are?
What annoys me the most is when I see people reacting when they're not supposed to. I just hate it. I'm like, listen, this is not even relevant to you. Why are you reacting? People taking offense for things that are not even related to them.
Yeah,
So that
yeah.
annoys me.
And what one thing or what one quote that you heard that changed you forever?
Use things, not people.
How beautiful.
Yes. So that is really from my mentors in the minimalism journey who really told me that use things, not people.
On people. And that's we all need to learn from it. So think about a song if you can, and I'll see if I can sing it for you. Can you think of any
Um,
song? Let me think.
okay, I want to give you grace and not
Okay.
challenge you, Sangeeta, this time. Yes, I will definitely think of a song next episode. But for now, you can choose the one that's your favorite. For
Okay.
anything.
Let me think. Okay, there is one song. I'll see if I can get to that note. तुम मिले दिल खिले और जीने को क्या चाहिए हाँ तुम मिले दिल खिले और जीने को क्या चाहिए ना हो तू उदास तेरे पास पास मैं रहूंगी जिंदगी भर ना हो तू उदास तेरे पास पास मैं रहूंगी जिंदगी भर सारे संसार का प्यार मैंने तुझी में पाया तुम मिले दिल खिले और जीने को क्या चाहिए. How was it?
Wow, that was beautiful, Sangeeta. And such a minimalistic song you chose. And you are with me. My heart is happy. What else do I
What
need?
else? What a perfect song came for you.
Absolutely. I loved it. You have a beautiful voice.
Thank
And
you.
I didn't feel that you have a bad throat or anything.
Yeah,
Come
I
on.
was feeling it since morning. I was coughing a little bit, and I was thinking, okay, I need chai. That's why I made like ginger chai. And I thought, okay, I'll have some water with me as well. But What a wonderful show, Anchal. I absolutely loved it. How was your experience?
I loved being on Chit-Chat in Chai, Sangeeta. However, I spoke about this in the start of the show that I'm actually not having tea but milk.
Yeah. How come Sikkim is so famous with chai, yaar?
Yeah, because I left beverages when I became a minimalist.
Okay.
I believe that our attachments are the things that keep pulling us down.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was addicted to beverages, but minimalism helped me to get
Wow.
over it. And now I enjoy my milk. Uh,
Oh,
and
beautiful.
yes, Sikkim is beautiful. It has a tea which is organic here. It's export quality, and it's a shame that I don't drink it. But yeah,
But never mind. It actually, you're living your life the way you want to. It is, happening because of you. So wonderful, wonderful. I mean, I will try. You know what I'm trying, what I'm addicted to is sugar. So I can't leave sugar in tea, and I've been really trying hard. So what I'm trying to do is, now I used to drink 4 or 5 cups of tea. Now I'm slowing it down. I have done it to 3. Now I'm doing it 2. And I'm thinking, okay, because I feel sometimes my blood pressure gets low, so I need a little bit of sugar in that. So I thought, okay, how about I reduce to 1 cup, and my morning tea is important, and then I'll say, okay, at least I'm working on myself slowly. And I always feel, sometimes, and I have realized in me, when I want to leave everything like in one go, sometimes some people can be successful. For me, it is always about taking one tiny step, and that creates success and joy. So I don't feel I'm missing out on something, and I'm doing it slowly. So I'm programming or reprogramming my mind, saying, okay, no, actually, if I keep saying I'm addicted to it, then I will be addicted to it. If I say to myself, I can do it, then I'll be able to do it. It's the right words
yes.
that we use. We need to be so aware of, isn't it? That
Yeah,
create.
and about self-image is what the masters of this field say. It's all about the self-image.
Yeah.
That if you have the image of a smoker for yourself, you cannot quit smoking. But
Yeah.
if you have a self-image of a non-smoker, it's very easy to quit that addiction as well. So we can definitely do it with tea and coffee if people can do it with cigarette and alcohol. So
Absolutely, absolutely. I think it's again, I love it. It's about the image. So if I keep saying to myself, whatever that will, the image will form, and I will live accordingly. So thank
yeah.
you so much. Have a lovely, lovely day. And we shall meet very soon for our next episode. And I know that your shows, whatever you're sharing, tell us people how they can get your ebook as well, because you have launched. So congratulations on your first ebook. I've started to read, and it's so interesting. So tell us, our listeners and viewers, how they can get it.
Thank you, Sangeeta. So basically, there's a website, www.aanchaljhunjhunwala.com, where they can go and definitely access the ebook, which is called Completely Simple. It
Oh,
has 51 tips to declutter life. So, yes, whoever is interested in minimalism and living a simple life can go ahead and grab the copy. And yeah, maybe we can share the link and
absolutely.
you can go and buy it.
Absolutely, guys. If you want that, the link will be below in the description. So make sure you grab it. I mean, I am like blown away with the knowledge she has, the tips she gives, and I'll definitely remember Coca-Cola and water. So you can remember that as well. I hope none of you like Coca-Cola, anyways, because we'll be in trouble. But stay with us, and send us all your questions in the comments if you have any questions. So next time I connect with Anchal, I can ask all those questions for you as well. And if you want to connect with her, if you're struggling with something, do connect with her, because what we need to remember is sometimes life can get us down. We all have faced challenges, but what you need to remember is to smile and know that that shall pass. It will pass, because life is all about learning, integrating, flowing, and expanding. So whatever you do, keep smiling. Take care. Until next time we connect. Bye bye. Bye, Aanchal. Thank you so much.
Bye. Thank you.